It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the 2021 rushing champ, Jonathan Taylor. He's coming off a nice showing last week, racked up a lot of yards, and reached the end zone once. It's the Colts and the Titans, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. To the air right away is Ryan. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Titan football. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And coming off of an early season open week, and in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Ryan. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw again is Ryan. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3. Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down. Hilliard now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll. I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week. And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. Tannehill returned it to Burks, first down, Tennessee. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Ryan.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw is Ryan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. On third down, Ryan.
And he'll find Pittman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Van Jefferson from 6 yards away. And the Colts have regained the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 17-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Last time out, of course, he threw the interception. Then they gave up the touchdown, surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here. 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And some room to maneuver. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. A 1st down carry for Henry. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Matt Ryan and the Colts ready to take over once again.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Ryan. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Ryan.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, complete.
Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
He came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
And he is out of bounds here. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And brought in downfield by Burks.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they trail the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to the half. Tom Brady at it again. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Titans, we check on their numbers on the ground.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there and a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Tannehill's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
On second down, here's Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tannehill on third down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Ryan. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley-Cox. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Return for a Colts TD.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quiddy Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
He'll drop to throw.
He gets this one to Burks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
To throw is Ryan. under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On first down, it's Tannehill.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brandon Faison.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give to Taylor. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Michael Pittman, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Hilliard now from his end zone. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Willis' throw into the hands of Hooper.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Tannehill now to throw.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. across midfield. A big play. That's...
Third and 10
Possession run, 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Willis.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
And the Colts pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40.